we're really looking forward to the preparation for the week and getting ready to play Buffalo here in Knoxville. So we're super excited to be hosting, and we've enjoyed the evening with our players, and just ready to get started.
All right, we'll take our first question from Maria.
Coach, that's a heck of a sub-regional in Knoxville. That was the first thing I thought of when the other teams popped in there, Oregon and Belmont, of course. Just what's your sort of overall take on the sub-regional and the challenges of Buffalo, if you've had any time yet to really look at Buffalo, which I know you have not?
Yeah, I honestly haven't. I do know they're a very good basketball team. They're experienced. They're very well coached. They've got a great scoring guard. So we've got a lot of work to do. I only know the basics at this point, but we'll get together and have a good scouting report for our players this week.
Kellyanne.
Hey, Coach Harper, a couple of questions. Was the number 4 seed where you guys were expecting to land? And then you mentioned how excited the team is, but how big of an advantage is it to be able to host the first couple of rounds in Knoxville?
Well, I thought we would fall 3 or 4, could see that going either way. And I think it's exciting, and it can be an advantage to play at home. We've played well at home this year, so we'd like to continue to do that, obviously, and give ourselves a chance to play 2 at home.
Cora.
Kelly, on Friday, Charlie Cream said that Jordan Horson's status played into, your guys' seeding. And we all saw Sam Williams' video of her shooting around. So I was wondering if you had any updates on her status and how she's progressing.
Yeah, Jordan is progressing, but we're not going to rush things. We're going to make sure that she is completely healed and ready to go. I think there's a possibility, but I don't know. It will probably depend on how far we're able to go in the tournament, and a lot of it will depend on how well she does in her rehab. It's really a day-to-day thing, but it's not out of the question, but it's not a given either.
Kellyanne.
Hey, Coach, what was the reaction from the team? It looks like Jackson was up there and he was super excited, but what was the overall reaction from the team?
Yeah, everybody was good. We were sitting on our sofa in our den, and it's a pretty deep sofa, and we had them all piled in there. So our big thing was they could not jump up because there was not going to be enough room to jump up and cheer. Jackson did not follow directions on that one, and I had to talk to him about it afterwards. He kind of blocked some of our players. But they're excited. It's really cool. It's such a great experience, to see yourself there and to get your name called. It's a big deal.
Maria.
Coach, 8 total SEC teams in the NCAA tournament. I know you know about the depth of the SEC, but that really speaks to the conference, does it not, to get 8 in this thing?
Yeah, it was 8, not 7. Okay. We were counting, we'd missed one. I thought we had a couple more that easily could have been in, and I wouldn't have thought twice about it. I mean, there's our league was really good this year, really, really good. And I think we proved it not in and not out. There were, I think we beat each other up in the conference season, and, maybe got penalized a little bit for that. So I think our league's the best. I think it's the toughest, and, hope everybody does well.
Cora.
Kelly, for Buffalo, their leading scorers and guards are all underclassmen, and you have quite a bit of experience on your team. How big is that for you to have experience on your side when it comes to the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, we've talked about that in terms of who's played. We've had several players that have played. It's still pretty new, playing at home and playing not in the same side. Last year was so different. The experience of the NCAA tournament was different. And beyond that, we don't have a lot of experience because 2 years ago, there was no NCAA tournament. So hopefully our team is prepared. We've been doing our best to prepare them for this, not just recently, but throughout the year.
Maria?
Coach, the show moved back to Sunday night from Monday. Are you glad to get it going a little bit, not having to wait all day tomorrow to see these brackets?
Yeah, as a coach, I want to know. I mean, we want to know where we're going and where we're playing and who we're playing and when we're playing. We want to know all that so we can prepare a schedule. So, we had some mock schedules laid out. If we played Friday, if we played Saturday, kind of what our week's going to look like. So we can do a little bit of preparation, but it's I feel like now we can get to work and look forward to. We'll get some film and start that pretty quick.
Quick follow-up. That gives you 6 days until you play it. Also, I believe is spring break. Does that help a little bit that your players just have basketball this week?
Well, they sure played well during the Christmas break. We won a lot of games and played well during that stretch. So, maybe take that stress off of them and they can focus on one thing. Maybe that will help them. We'll try to get. We'll have an off day and a half off day and some good days this week as well.
We'll go to Howard for the next question.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Coach, and congratulations. I just wonder, you spoke about preparation. So with that quick turnaround, what do you do to prepare for the folks who are in that 5-12 game? Are you going to have a couple of assistants watching? Or are you going to be breaking down film ahead of time to prepare just in case? How do you handle something like that in an opening weekend?
Yeah, typically what you do this in tournaments, do this in the conference tournaments. You assign, each one of my assistants will be assigned one of the teams that'll be in the sub-regional. So everyone will work on it. You'd want to make sure you're very prepared, and we'll have scouting reports ready to go. And then you've got to do your job as a team, and hopefully we can, if we can advance, then that coach will be ready and prepared with a scouting report.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Teresa?
Kelly, is there any crossover familiarity with Bart Brooks and Belmont with them playing 3 hours across the state? And does that maybe help at all if they end up, they did win their game last year as a 12 seed against a 5 Gonzaga. So is there anything that gives you any kind of a head start in that situation?
That would be one for my assistants. I'm not sure. I have not seen a whole game of any 3 of these teams. I did see part of Belmont when they beat Ole Miss, and I've seen just a few plays of Oregon, and I haven't seen Buffalo. So, I don't think we have a head start based on anything we've seen this year.
Tyler?
Hey, Coach, we've talked about it so much this season, but, it's been such a roller coaster season for you, the 18-1 start and then sort of a skid a little bit. And, then that game against LSU to end the regular season, how much do you think some of that adversity and just what you've dealt with this season will help you down the stretch in the tournament?
Well, I think our players know that when we were playing well, we were playing with toughness. And, we've really reiterated that toughness wins in March, and hopefully we have those positive experiences to draw from, and then also maybe some negative experiences to try to go away from as well. So this is what tournament time is. You get to March, you're building on everything that you have done all season long, both good and bad. At this point, it doesn't matter, except for it's what you've learned. It's the lessons, so at this point, hopefully our team is confident when they step out on the court.
Cora?
Kelly, you said after Kentucky that your team has 2 weeks to get better, and that's just time for you guys to work on yourselves. What have you seen that you've liked this week, and are there still things you kind of want to see improve before the tournament starts?
Oh, for sure. We still have a couple practices in that we can still work on us and get better at some things. And I think, part of that was just getting back to some basics defensively. think that was one of the things, and I'm going to say it again, toughness, finding that toughness again. Being a little bit more disciplined and a little bit more resilient on the boards. Without Kian and Jordan, we have to be more disciplined. The technique matters even more right now. And then we're working on a transition, working on a half court offense, and just making sure that any defense that we could possibly run in this tournament, that we're prepared to play it.
Maria.
Coach, how much film are you about to watch in the next 48 hours?
Yeah, I will. I'll watch some games. To familiarize myself with Buffalo. My staff will do a lot of the heavy early scout, and because I'm not familiar with them per se, I haven't seen them play a lot in the last couple of years. I just want to watch just to be watching, not in terms of scouting, but just to get an overall feel for how they play. So that will take some time, but I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to it. Sometimes you get into the conference and you know exactly what you're seeing every night because they're your conference opponents. It's different. So I'm looking forward to the unique challenge of playing someone that we don't know as well.
Quick follow-up. Which assistant coaches has drawn Buffalo?
I'm not sure yet. I'm upstairs. They're downstairs. They may have drawn straws already. I'm not real sure. If not, I'm going to go down there and we're going to hash it out and make sure that we are ready to go.
Cora.
I just had a quick question about Alexis Dye. I know we asked you about her after, the Kentucky games or something about March for her, but when you think about her career, going to a JUCO, then going to mid-major to ending up with you guys, how does it feel as a coach to see her reach this point in her career?
I'd say she's special. I love her. She has been fun to coach, but also I've enjoyed just watching her and just thinking about where she's come and what that journey has looked like. And, she's playing on the biggest stage at a great program and not just playing, she's contributing big. And that's what we thought would happen. That's why we brought her here. And I'm just really happy for her to, she's had an unbelievable career, a basketball career. And, she'd not love nothing else than to put a few more wins on that record.
Right. If there are no other questions, a couple of quick notes. Be on the lookout for emails about communication regarding credentials for the Knoxville games. And also that Bill Martin from UT will be the media coordinator for this round. So you will also receive communication from him. Thank you, Coach. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight.
See ya.